friends. Good to see you. We're talking about rhyming the "and" sound today. So here's the word "and." I put the alphabet up here because that's one of our strategies to say, well, if I take one of those letters and put it in front of "and," it would make a new word. So let's start. "And." Does that make sense? Nah, we don't want that one. How about, my red marker doesn't work. How about "and"? "And." Yep, that's a real word. What about "and"? Is that a real word? Yes, it is. Then we're going to go to the letter D. "And." "And." Is that a real word? You betcha. What if I do "and"? No, that doesn't make, yeah, we don't want that one. What if we put a there? "And." Is that a real word? Sure is. The next letter we're going to use is G. "And." No, we don't want a G. The G doesn't make sense. What about an H? "And." No, hand doesn't make sense. I don't know what a hand is, so we don't want that. Yeah, the vowel doesn't work. Nope. What about Jan? That's a girl's name, so we're going to circle that. What about Can? No, can is not spelled with a K. No, we don't want that one. What about "and"? Our next letter is a M. And. And. Man, yes, that's a real word. We need that. Then we go to N. N and Nan. Yep, that's a real word. That's a girl's name. And. No. Nixon on the rotten A. Then we have a and. Oh, Pan. Yeah, Pan. Now the QU. The QU are married. They're always together. You never separate them. They got married years and years ago, so they just never leave. Quan. That's not, I mean, I like the Q and the U, but that's not a real word. What about and? Yeah. Then we come up with and. And. Nope. What about my next letter is T and. Yeah, you shouldn't get a tan. It's not good for your skin, but that is a real word. And then we're going to try, let's move this over here. You. That doesn't make it. You can't even really say that. So the U doesn't work. What about that V? And. Yeah, we need a V. And. I don't think so. We don't want that one. Nope. What about exan? Exan? Never heard of it. Be a really cool word, though, if it was. How about yan? Yan. Nope. What about zan? Nope. So let's cross that off. So using the letters A and the sound and, we come up with ban, can, dan, van, fan, jan, man, nan, pan, ran, and tan. So we use the last two sounds and we added a consonant. So we would tap it out. B and n, k and n, d and n. This is one of the strategies we used. We use the alphabet. We try each letter in front of the and sound to see if it makes sense. If it makes sense, we circle it. If it doesn't, we cross it off. And then we write it down. So that's what we're working on today, is the and sound. And let me show you what you're doing, because our friend Nora said we should learn what we're doing first so we don't have to wait through the story. Okay. So you're going to make your own train of and sounds. I've given you can. Now you need to make two more words. And then you have this one. Here is your word bank. So you have and, man, tan, nan. You need to cut them out and glue them where they belong. I know. You got this. Here is a poem. A little bit of a poem. And you'll need to read that to your parents. It may be a very big challenge. And if it is, don't get frustrated. Back off if it's just too hard. But it's a lot of tapping out. The first sentence is Tim sees m. So they're trying to blend those sounds. Again, we're coming back to blending. We're blending today. We'll be blending again. Try to read it. And then it asks you at the bottom, draw a picture and write a sentence about someone you see. I see. And who do you see? And draw a picture. If you cannot read this without getting so angry and frustrated, then just write an I see sentence. No need to frustrate. Here's a fun little puzzle. See if you can cut these out. They're going to be long rectangles. And it's the at family. We went over it once or twice. Let's see if we can put it together. I think this might be met, this might be set, and this might be net. So you're going to cut them out and just manipulate them, move them around to make the word. You don't need to show me. That's a fun little puzzle. This is a spelling one. Write the word on the line. How easy is that? Just write the word on the line. That couldn't be easier, right? That was like more penmanship to see if you know the words. Here's another poem. It says, circle the words that start with the N sound. N. If you get, and this is optional, and I'm hoping it is in your packet. Can you make the sentence, cut it, and glue it? If it is not in your packet, that's okay. And here's our story. It's called Anne as in fan. What? It all goes together today. Isn't that marvelous? I love it. Bran muffins and juice make a good breakfast. Fran waters the garden with a watering can. You notice that they highlight the words that have the word Anne in them. Jan has a fan in each hand. Dan's teacher is a man. Nan cooks meat and eggs in a pan. The family will buy a new van. Stan had a plan. It's kind of like a chapter book. There once was a boy named Stan. Stan wanted to be a big, strong man. You're already big and strong, aren't you? Every one of you. So Stan came up with a plan. And it says Stan's man plan. For cereal, he had, for breakfast, he had cereal with bran. For lunch, he ate fruits and veggies straight from the can. That kind of sounds gross, Stan. Stan's dinner was steak fried in a pan. Exercise was also part of Stan's plan. Every day he biked and he ran. Go, Stan, go. But Stan still wasn't a man, so Stan asked for advice from his gran. Well, that's an interesting proposition there. Gran said, Stan, only time can make you a man. But while you're a boy and when you're a man, I will always be your biggest fan. And here are some of the N words. Ban, man, brand, nan, can, pan, dan, plan, fan, ran, fran, stan, gran, tan, jan, van. And we just went through an awful lot of those. Again, you're doing all the and sounds today. See if you can rhyme them. 2 rhyme words, a couple other things. Have a good day. Bye.